Hello, welcome to Richmond Solution Podcast. This is a space created for our community where we will be talking about trending topics in education. We will also be giving tips and suggestions for your lessons. Today, we will be talking about thinking-based learning. How does it sound? Richmond Solution Podcast. Thinking-based learning. Everything you do involves thinking, so you better do it well. How do we teach students to think well? Dr. Robert Watts, founder of the Center for Teaching Thinking, has been working for more than 3 decades to answer this and other questions, and believes that thinking-based learning is the answer. Thinking-based learning is an approach to teaching that aims to help students learn how to think carefully and well when making decisions, solving problems, and building their own understanding through their engagement with the content of the curriculum that they are learning. Ultimately, this would mean that students do not just acquire content knowledge, but they develop skills and abilities related with thought that they can later use autonomously to solve any problem or deal with any other content. They thus become critical and creative thinkers. In thinking-based learning, students are the center of the class, and they become active thinkers that eventually are more autonomous and capable of directing their own learning. In contrast, traditional education is lecture-oriented and memory-based, and even when it demands some thinking skills from the students, it results in learning that is superficial and that is regarded by students as not very useful for their future. Take, for example, the process of decision-making. Even among adults, making decisions is a process that is usually flawed, as we normally focus only on the positive consequences of a decision and do not see the whole picture before making it. In thinking-based learning, we should start teaching decision-making at the age of 2 or 3, so when they get to 5th grade, they have learned how to take decisions skillfully. The same thing happens with other processes that are common in everyday life, like solving problems, making predictions, selecting from the information available, and acting upon it. And so many more that we often don't do well. Infusing thinking-based learning in our content classes is a way in which we can help students learn the content better, because we have taught them how to think better. 3 key concepts of this methodology are skillful thinking, habits of mind, and metacognition. Skillful thinking involves using specific and adequate thinking procedures, enhanced by appropriate habits of mind. All of these led by the student's own sense of what types of thinking are called for in the task. Habits of mind are developed to give place to reflective behavior that is related to the act of thinking. Metacognition happens when learners can reflect on what they are thinking and how they are doing it. So, knowing all this, how can we help students learn how to think in deeper ways than they usually do and do it well? One of the first things we need to do is work with students to create habits of mind. We do this by establishing thinking routines which are short and simple to remember, and will help the learner manage his thinking processes. Some examples of such routines are see, think, wonder, think, pair, share, and think, puzzle, explore. There are many strategies that TBL teachers use to develop thinking skills in their students. Additionally, this is an approach that combines well with other ones we already use in the classroom, such as cooperative learning, project-based learning, and problem-based learning, so long as we have worked with students in developing their thinking skills before. This can be done through different strategies, but one well-known tool are graphic organizers, which make thinking visible and can help students comprehend large amounts of information and complex ideas. In TBL, we also teach students strategies to develop their critical thinking and their creativity. These, of course, are also skills that students will use in their lives outside school. Some of the advantages of thinking-based learning are: it promotes active learning. It will help students get deeper and more meaningful knowledge, and it will help them develop skills and abilities for life. Do you want to know more about TBL? Join us on Facebook or visit our blog. We want to hear from you. Be part of the conversation. Be part of Richmond's solution.